We are at the Butterfly Farm in Aruba. Adults are $19, kids are $10, seniors and students are $16. There is a small gift shop if you're interested in buying some souvenirs. Shortly after arriving at the Butterfly Farm, we were lucky enough to run into Tony Cox, who, along with his wife Lori, opened the Butterfly Farm in 1998. He explained to us that while there's 7,000 butterfly exhibits in the world, there's only 11 butterfly farms in the Western Hemisphere. Butterfly farms are allowed to breed and sell and export butterflies and larvae. One of the members of our group was a little bit afraid of butterflies, but Tony explained to us that they don't have any teeth and they don't have a stinger, so there's no way that they can hurt you. He also explained to us how important both bees and butterflies are in sustaining our environment, since they're pollinators and so important in plant and agriculture and natural plant production. They are vital to our life here on Earth. We would really encourage anybody that visits the Butterfly Farm to spend the 25 to 30 minutes to see the complete presentation and tour. It's really worth it. You'll learn so much about butterflies and moths that will really enhance your visit to this facility.
Wow, there's so many. Okay. I see it. There's one.
Do you folks want to join the tour?
Yes.
Okay, come
Are you giving the tour?
I'm escorting you to your tour guide.
Okay.
Right over here. She just started. Yes. This is
Okay.
And the females, they use their legs to find the host plant on which they like to lay their eggs. Because butterflies, the females, they do not lay eggs on any type of plant. They have what we call a host plant. They might have 1 or 2, 3 host plants on which they like to lay their eggs. We also have butterflies in our garden. They like fruits, rotten fruits, fermented fruits. So you can imagine what happens to the butterflies once the sugar of the fruits turns into alcohol. Butterflies will drink, they will get drunk, they will get dizzy, but that's what they like. And they need the fruits, and they're doing well. So those butterflies are from the rainforest part. The other butterflies are from the tropical side. They need a flower to get nectar. And on the petals of the flowers, the butterflies, they can find some ultraviolet markings displayed. It will be like a nectar guide for the butterfly to find the right flower to feed from. So those are the members of our drinking club here in the garden. We like to drink the whole day. The life cycle of a butterfly consists of 4 stages, from egg to caterpillar, from caterpillar to pupa, and from pupa to the adult butterfly. This is a citrus plant. The citrus plant is the host plant for the swallowtail butterfly to lay their eggs on. Are you familiar with the swallowtail butterfly? Yes, they have tail rings in the back. The female will select the plant, inspect it, using her sight, touch, taste, and smell, and she will glue attach the neck. I see a neck right here. I will go around and show you. You see this yellow dot? It's the neck of a swallowtail butterfly.
Oh.
Egg. Once the caterpillar hatches from the egg, its first meal will be the eggshell. Why the eggshell? Because the eggshell contains the sufficient nutrition so that the caterpillar can survive the first days. Later, the caterpillar will start feeding from the leaves. And right here, I have a caterpillar. I have 2. One on this leaf. When they are small, they look like bird droppings.
Wow. Big one.
Those are fake eyes, but the head is more in the front.
That's a swallowtail?
Caterpillar of a
Okay,
swallowtail. How it depends on the species. This can take almost a month and a half. Okay. Some species they can go in less than a month. Yeah, she's trying to lay eggs. It can have a size of 1 inch, 2 inch and a half. Or sometimes they have 2 fake eyes. If we disturb the caterpillar, it will show us 2 hidden antennas, and they smell bad. Those are their defense mechanisms to survive in nature.
Yes.
In Aruba, this is our milkweed plant, the host plant for the monarch to lay their eggs on. But this milkweed plant is toxic. Toxic to most insects, and also we need to be careful with this plant because there is like a milk inside. I'll show you. This milk, if it goes inside our eyes, we can stay blind for a few hours and it can irritate our skin. So we need to be careful with this plant, but the caterpillar and the monarch butterfly are unaffected by these type of chemicals and use them as their defense. If you see, there's 4 antennas, 2 in the front, 2 in the back. For example, birds, they start searching for the head to start biting. It's just to keep the bird away, but the head is always the side where you find the longest antenna. So this side is the head of the caterpillar. And the yellow colors, black and yellow, orange and black, the color of the monarch, are warning signals in nature, meaning that it is poisonous. Not to us, but to predators, yes? And monarchs, they migrate every year from Canada to Mexico. It can take 2 months, 4 generations from Canada to Mexico. And during migration, when the wind swings northwest, the monarch, they soar in the wind. The wind pushes them. They do not need to use their wings. They do not need to flap. And they save energy. And by saving energy, the migrating monarchs, they can live up to 6 months. Normally, the lifespan of a butterfly is 2 weeks to 2 months. But like this one, those heliconians' long wings, those long wings, they are able to live up to 9 months or 1 year. Why? Because they have a daily external digestion. The long wings, they feed on pollen, keep the pollen under their proboscis, under their tongue. It's like having a chewing gum in your mouth. They secrete some digestive enzymes and they break down the protein into amino acid. And the amino acid is a good source of nutrition for those long wings. They like to lay their eggs on the passion fruit vine or the passiflora vine. And I see here a caterpillar of the heliconians, the spiky one. This is a bigger one. See? And the last caterpillar I would like to show you is the caterpillar of the owl butterfly, which is this one. The caterpillar of the owl. The owl butterfly is the one with the 2 eye spots on the wings. We have a few of them. Those are from South America. Those are from South America. You can find them between Suriname and Argentina. 75% of the butterflies and the caterpillars, they use camouflage. The butterflies, they use their colors to attract the opposite sex, to mate, to hide, to spear. When they close their wings, they can resemble a piece of dry leaf. Now, what happens to the caterpillars? The caterpillars are designed to eat and grow. They will eat from the leaves of the host plant. They are described as eating machine. You can see here how it was eating and feeding from the leaves. And they only stop eating briefly just to shed their skin. They shed their skin 4 to 6 times during their life cycle in order to continue growing. Once the caterpillar loses interest in feeding, they will start wandering around. They will find a place. It can be here or somewhere else. Even on the frames of your windows and doors. They produce silk with their mouth. They find a place, they attach themselves, produce a silken pad, attach themselves, hook the tip of the abdomen to the silken pad, drop down, shed the last level skin, molding and transforming into a chrysalis, the pupa, the place where the body of the butterfly will start developing. So the component of the body of the caterpillar will secrete some enzymes, divide some cells, and only the vital cells that remain will start building the body of the butterfly. It will take 1 to 3 days for the chrysalis to become hard, and then after 10-15 days, a butterfly will hatch. So I would like to show you some chrysalis I have inside the yellow cage. Here we keep the chrysalis, and then the butterflies, they hatch, most of them early in the morning, some of them during the day. This is the moth that hatched this morning. We call it the atlas moth. The atlas moth is the biggest moth in the world, and the caterpillars of the moth, they make cocoon. So all these big ones are cocoons. Right now, what they're doing now is drying out their wings. Yeah, they need to go through a small process. This is the chrysalis of the swallowtail, the green caterpillar. They use camouflage, so they won't be seen as easy by other predators. Like the crown, because of the crown marking, we call it the monarch butterfly. See? Because of the crown marking, we call it the monarch. The gold markings, chrysalises actually mean object of gold. It is a word derived from the Greek language. And on most of the chrysalises, we can find some gold markings. They are part of the pigmentation and they act as reflectors to confuse predators.
That's the owl butterfly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fully develop, then the color of the chrysalis will change. It will become darker and transparent. Then the butterfly will split the pupa, come out, hang with its legs on the chrysalis, wings upside down, and need to start pumping right away, sending fluid to the veins of the wings so that the wings need to be expanded and hard. And then it takes about an hour or two for the wings to dry out. Even the abdomen of the butterfly will lose a liquid. We call it meconium. It's like a waste. And then the butterfly will be ready to fly. And the male will always do his best to win her by opening his wings so she can see his beautiful colors. And once there is mutual attraction, the male will they will go in copulation. They will stay attached abdomen to abdomen because in the abdomen you can find the reproductive parts. They can stay attached an hour, 2 hours until the eggs are fertilized. I think there over there we can see two black swallowtails attached abdomen to abdomen on the net right here. On the net.
Oh, way over there.
So it's right here. They are in population. One facing up, one facing down. They will stay there 30 to 60 minutes, an hour, 2 hours until the eggs are fertilized. So you need to replenish themselves with salt or sodium. That's why you will find butterflies on the ground. By puddling, they can search for salt, get some salt on your skin. They like your sweat. Your sweat is salt. Your sweat is very important to them. In other countries, from dead buffaloes or dead horses, even from our tears, they can get some fluid for their nutrition. And the connection of the front wing and the back wing of a moth is different than from the butterflies. We call them frenulum, which butterflies they do not have. So those are some difference between moths and butterflies. In Asia, you can get this moth up to 40 inches. That's why we call it the biggest moth in the world, the Atlas moth.
40? 40 inches? Wow.
It's almost a meter. Every Friday morning, we have the hatching activity. It's a time for you to come and see. If you're interested, you will see how the butterfly really split the pupa, start coming out and start pumping. It is only on Friday at 7 in the morning. They give you a returning pass. You do not need to pay. Just be here a few minutes before 7 in the morning. Otherwise, you can use your returning pass to come in another day during our regular hours. Sometimes they go under the ground to rest or something.
That was great.
Right, it has the eyes like an owl.
That's
This
the
is the
owl
owl.
butterfly, not moth, right?
Oh, butterfly, she said, yes.
Yeah, owl. But the inside of it is blue.
Oh.
So come here and look over here now. The eyes, but look at inside. They're the pretty blue ones flying around. They're eating this old banana
Fruit, yes. Fermented fruit. And
Now
she said
that's-
they get drunk after it ferments. They get a little drunk.
And they said they don't have a mouth, so they just are.
They only drink, yeah.
So is that like they're drinking from their little antenna?
Yeah, they're from their little, whatever moisture's in there, yeah. Some koi fish in here. Nice.
They're fish? Yeah? Those are koi fish.
They have a little gift shop here. They have frozen treats and cookies and homemade lemonade. Very hot in there. We spent about an hour and a half at the butterfly farm and really enjoyed our visit. We learned so much about butterflies and moths. We would highly recommend this as an activity if you're in Aruba. If you enjoyed this video, check out some of the other videos on our Aruba playlist. We did a lot while we were in Aruba. We went scuba diving, we went to the donkey sanctuary, we went to the butterfly farm, we took a jeep tour in near Aruba National Park, and we're going to have videos about all those adventures on our channel. So subscribe so you don't miss any new content. Thanks for watching. Now get out and explore the world.